Hello, my people. You are welcome to this class. We welcome ADC to this class. This is the coalition party. They gathered yesterday. What is the purpose of this class? I can't read many comments. And they see people say, Obi go emerge the flag bearer of this party. Obi go emerge the flag bearer. Obi has agreed to do 4 years and hand over power. And this misunderstanding now make me do this lecture. I know they like me that they see person. Where are they? I know they like this like this. If I see them, they make me they react, to think, to start writing, to start analyzing. You get the point now. So, this lecture, for no day necessary. From you, if Obi don't tell you followers, what did they tell them? If they even tell her anything. I do say they tell her, say, na Atiku go run, you go support her. If they don't tell her that one, and they talk her, I will not do this class. Also, this is important, this lecture. If anybody get any false hope, say, now Obi, they go give the flag of this party, make it run for 2027. I will tell you all the reasons for this class. If you dare Twitter, you will see different buzzwords. I dropped some comment this morning, and they see different buzzwords. For this class, I want proof to you, say, that Atiku will never let Obi get the ticket. Okay? No false hope. Let's see. Now we dey for yes. No get false hope. Okay? If you are obedient, no get false hope. Say, Atiku, go sit down. Say, make Obi run. If they sit down for chair, they help him to become the president of Nigeria. Where he did, it's not possible. By the way, who formed this ADC? They say now PDP members, Labour, disappointed APC members, others including Atiku, people that are not happy with the state of the country, and every other person in between. Okay? As I said, why Atiku will never let Obi get the ticket. Okay? Lecture at the first hope. To remove false hope from your mind, say, this coalition is not for Obi, it's for Atiku. I will prove everything to you in this class. Okay?
This government has borrowed more than government of Yaradua, Jonathan, Buhari put together. Top government officials in this capital of Abuja commissioning post station when we lost 20-something soldiers in Niger. Is commissioning road more important than our soldiers that are dying? I don't need a day more than 4 years.
So we don't belong to a gang of states.
No. I was the governor for my first 4 years. I drove 406. For the rest of it, I didn't drive a bulletproof cars. Nobody's trying to kill you if you're doing the right thing.
Would this be canvassing for a political solution to the case of Nnamdi Kanu?
Why is he being held? It doesn't make sense to me.
You are an ADC member or a Labour Party member?
I'm a member of this, and I'm going to work with this group.
You are thinking of being a running mate to Atiku. Is that the case right now?
Mr. Felix Moka, thank you very much for joining us. Well, the coalition, they say the ADC is a dead party. And that is not a party that has not done anything. And Ralph Nwusu says, well, he's committed to Nigeria. That's why he yielded the platform for this your party that is not meeting Nigeria's expectations to be pushed aside. And that is a project that the alliance, the coalition is committed to. What do you have to say to Nigerians? Because he says it looks like you people are really under pressure, big pressure, and it looks like you people are jittery in the APC, very jittery. Mr. Moka, can you hear me?
Thank you very much, Doctor. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for having me today. No, the All Progressives Congress, APC, is not jittery, has no reason to be jittery at all. We're not jittery because the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is the leader of our party, is doing exactly what Nigerians elected him to do. He is standing tall and standing strong for Nigeria. He's voting with all fingers of his hands for the progress and prosperity of Nigerians. This president, unlike any other president that has come through generations of presidents in our country, decided upon his swearing in that some of the most acerbic challenges confronting our country must be confronted with seriousness and with total devotion. He summoned the political will, which no other president has done before him, to confront those challenges. And today, 2 years on, we have a whole lot to say about the outcomes, at least preliminary outcomes, of this bold, determined effort of this president. Now, I just listened to a part. I didn't hear all of the interview with Mr. Ralph Nwosu, and it's really pitiful because, you know, even though the so-called ADC, the choice of the platform ADC was made just a few days ago, Dr. Ruben Abati, you will recall that this judgment by these characters who have now constituted themselves to the ADC began very early on in the life of this administration to vilify this government and in fact issue a report card that this government has not in fact met the expectations of Nigerians. Even in the first few days of this administration, individually, they all came to that conclusion. So look, this is a predetermined judgment. It is not a judgment that follows an examination where you have an assessment over a constitutional term of 4 years to say whether or not the president has succeeded. Even now, today, we just barely, over the 2-year mark for this government. And some of these individuals have already decided for themselves, by themselves, and in their own interests, that this president has in fact not met the expectations of Nigerians. That is all dubious and is bogus. Bogus in the extreme. Now, let me just say this, that all of the faces you see who parade themselves as members of the ADC coalition, look very closely at them. Discover the tribal marks on their faces, whatever birthmarks they have on their faces. Keep it in your mind, my fellow compatriots. These are many of the architects of Nigeria's misfortune that has now become totally generational. They are the architects of Nigeria's economic stagnation. They are the architects of Nigeria's, incredible dimensions of corruption and underdevelopment and extreme poverty. These are the men, especially, I don't want to bring women into it so far, but these are the men who, constructed what this president today is trying to solve. Now, let me say this. This president has only been the governor of Lagos State. He's been operating in the Southwest. He's never been on the national stage. Never, to my knowledge, never held any political position on the national stage. This is his first time of emerging on the national stage as president. Yet, the people who have occupied and saturated the political stage nationally today dare to suggest that this president is the reason Nigeria is on its knees. Now, let me say this, Doctor. Nigeria is no longer on its knees. They brought Nigeria to its knees. But Nigeria, by virtue of the commitment of this president, has decided that no longer will Nigeria, crumble to fall on its knees. Nigeria has arisen. Our economy has arisen. The hope for Nigeria for the future has arisen. And I don't think that anybody like Ralph Nwosu has any locus to come speak to the incredible moment that we're living through. This is a historical moment. And I think that anyone who loves Nigeria must pay attention and support this president, because he's doing what no other president has done. He has jettisoned the popularity, the need to be popular with Nigerians, because he's putting Nigeria first, because we're all Nigerians. So when he puts Nigeria first, he puts Nigerians first, our collective best interest first. And I think that that's really where we are, and which is why we are not concerned about any kind of coalition, whether under the ADC or under ADA or any other nomenclature that they choose. We're not concerned about that. We're simply focused on government. And I think by the fullness of this term, Nigerians will be self-evident that this president loves this country and means well for this country.
So you are thinking of being a running mate to Atiku. Is that the case right now? That's your intention?
Again, sir, this is not in play. Nobody have ever discussed that.
You know what I'm asking?
People assume so many things. Nobody have ever discussed with me whether I'm going to be A or B or C. Shehu, I'm going to contest for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I believe I'm qualified for it.
You know the reason why I'm asking this? The coalition is being touted as Atiku-led coalition. And there are those who think that organization of coming together, that marriage is for an Atiku platform to run.
People just assume anything in this country. And I don't believe in assumption. I don't live with it. I'm part of a coalition which will be able to produce a competent president with the capacity, compassion to save this country.
So, I wake up this morning to a post when Reno Omokri do for him page, where in they say the biggest mistake where this new coalition party ADC make, now the name where they choose ADC. He said because many of Nigerian voters not they that educated for them to fit distinguish between ADC and APC. So they go make mistake, vote APC instead of ADC, because for most of those voters for the rural area, they're already they used to APC. So say the new coalition not think I'm well before they pick that name. So for him, Reno Omokri, the new coalition make a very big mistake. Now, I go attend to this Reno matter, I go answer him. But before then, if you know say you not go fit watch this video till the end, just skip and pass, they go. Then for those when we watch them, make we continue. First, before I go even address the issue, make I talk to Reno Omokri. I want ask you which work you they do. What be your job normally? Which work you they do? You they do buying and selling, you be engineer, you be tourist. If you be tourist, how much you they make? What you they do really? I really want to know, because for your profile, you put businessman. I don't know what you they buy, what you they sell. Because at the last time when I check and know who you be just to aid to the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And if we check your salary as aid, what you they earn? If not be the Nigerian, the corrupt system where we did for this country, how much be your salary? But then, you be one of those who benefit from the corruption where they the system, you make a lot of money. When it be like, say, when Goodluck lost election, when Buhari come in, because of fear, a sinner man run it when no man pursue it. You run, come up from Nigeria, you discharge. Yes, now, because those of us where we still did the town and we criticize Buhari government on a normal level now. We not run, we not fear. Nothing happen, we did, and nothing happen to us. But you run, because you know, say you steal from the government. If not, Reno, if you know the fear, bring your account, come aside, make we go through and make we verify. How much you worth before they make you aid to Goodluck? And how much you worth after you become aid to Goodluck? As compared to your normal salary, Reno, how much you worth? You benefit from the corrupt system too. You run because if the fear me FCC no back you. You discharge, you move. Now, if we tell me we check, where you first run, come up from Nigeria, you they travel up and down and they form tourists, they give history. As your money begin they liquidate, your money they enter low key. You not call the two they travel against, most call they reduce, call they reduce. Yes, now because you not get work where you work, you they touch the money. So the money they liquidate. I be one follow ship place where they shout money in the water. Your water dry once. For the 8 years where Buhari day, where you run, may we check your account from 2015 to 2023. How much you call get? He add, I be reduce. May we check your account. Which work you do normally? And because you know say you broke, as you come back, you want show Nigerians like say you still ho. You begin to react better the snappy shop and that walking stick. When don't worry yourself, we know say you liquidate no level, you broke. Now this Tinubu government now I go sustain you. I mean they do this what they do. But make I leave all this talk safe. Make I answer you based on this post where you do for the ADC and the APC. Now, if I just talk straight, say, una do the fear. Because the ADC coalition do their mathematics where, they strategize where, they make their plans where for them to go pick that party. Because they fulfill register new party. But because they get think tanks for their coalition group, they say no. How we go fit take collect this thing from these people? They go merge with ADC. Now, check the normal ballot paper what we they use for this country. ADC day number 8, APC day number 17. So which one go hard pass for the people for rural area where not to even know anything as you claim to make mistake vote? not be the one where they up where they first see. Because at the end of the day, waiting those people are not where you claim say they not to know anything go look. Now waiting start them and waiting end them. So when they see A and they see C, they'll just press for them. So instead of you to accept and say, oh, these people make a very concrete decision, oh, this level where they make, so it go affect APC small, oh. When una supposed to sit down, they think on how to enlighten citizens, voters for the rural area, you come here now, they can express your shallow mentality way of reasoning. Reno, you know why I just won't follow you? Because people like you, people they follow on small. You go they confuse people, they feel like say you get this place. Omo, iroro, no iroro. You don't get iroro, Reno. You understand? So the worst thing when APC they do now to give person like you now to the who they talk. And you see, me personally, I won't declare myself to the follow you back to back. And they'll tag you massively for this video. May you know say I mean I want to follow you. Anything where you talk, Reno, I go analyze and I'll follow up. Just to prove to the people, say the way they claim, say you just too no level. I want to follow you now, back to back, Reno. Now my work be that one for you. Now me give myself that work. Anything where you post, I deal with you. You go know say this work where they give you, may you do so. Reno yeah do. Reno yeah, do you not go feed one for the one in Nigerians day now?
Meanwhile, a chieftain of the Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi, has criticized the recent statement by Peter Obi, the party's 2023 presidential candidate, in which he pledged to serve only one term if elected in 2027. Mr. Obi, during a live session on X Spaces on Sunday night, declared his intention to run for president in 2027. Speaking to supporters both in Nigeria and in the diaspora, the former governor of Anambra State said he is willing to serve a single 4-year term if elected, and expressed openness to coalition talks, emphasizing that such alliances must be centered on solving Nigeria's fundamental challenges. While reacting on a current affairs program on radio, Mr. Arabambi described Peter Obi's claim as falsehood laced with desperation. He further criticized Mr. Obi's political history, accusing him of destabilizing the party after joining in 2022. Mr. Arabambi, however, downplayed the significance of the coalition, describing it as selfish and personal, restating that the party would not form alliances with those who, in his opinion, contributed to the current state of Nigeria.
But responding to what my friend and brother Bolaji said earlier on, the truth is that we've heard this song before, but we're not willing to dance to this song again. When you say politicians created a problem and that politicians will solve the problem they created, all men are political beings, and we're saying now that Nigerians as a whole, that the 70% of our population who are youths, they want to go in a different direction. They want new voices, they want fresh faces, fresh ideals, fresh ideas, and they want to go in a totally different direction. That we don't want geriatrics who created this problem, who have brought our country to its knees. They don't want these people to continue leading them. That's all they're saying. Concerning my party, the facts are this. Ralph Mosu's tenure lapsed on the 21st of August 2022. We've had a lacuna in our party since then. We went to court. Justice Nyako ruled that we needed to conduct a special convention. They went to on appeal. Appeal court said it's internal party issues and the party should resolve the issues, which meant that INEC was then brought back into the fore to try and resolve this problem that we're having within the party. But INEC refused to play the role of umpire or regulator as a regulator for the political parties, and they dilly-dallied till the coalition started having this conversation sometime last year, late last year, sometime October or November to be precise, and then they started reaching me to say they want to work with ADC, they are thinking of working with ADC. But I said to them, if you want to work with ADC and you say you're having a conversation with Ralph Mosu, then it's a non-starter, because Ralph Mosu has consistently sold this party, and if you want to deal with someone like that, it means that you have nothing different to offer from his brand of politics. Number two, I wanted to know very clearly and to have them declare from the onset if there's a coalition, and in understanding that President Buhari did 2 terms of 8 years and President Tinubu is in his first term, do you accept and will you announce to all Nigerians that this coalition will be led, that the candidate for this coalition will be someone from the south? And to a categorical no, won't take our power back. And as such, you have nothing more to say. If you believe that as a Nigerian, I don't I don't deserve, or I cannot aspire to hold political office, that some people are born to rule, then that is insulting, that is demeaning, and that was the end of that conversation for me. So when I now hear them say that they've been on this for 18 months, no. The issue in my party, I believe, I'm not hearing them anymore, but the issue in my party, the ADR was resolved about 2-3 months ago when they procured the signature of some of the state party chairmen, and which they then believe that they were able to start having coalition conversations.
So let's go to our next story. Former Minister of Transportation Rotimi Amaechi has criticized Nigerians for being too complacent in the face of hardship they are being subjected to by this ruling class. Amaechi said in the post, and I quote, "You sit down in your house and complain and grumble. The elites know you are not happy, but you made yourself helpless. Nigeria is the most docile society I've ever seen in my life," end quote. And in what appeared to be a response to his remark, Aisha Yusuf says she believes it is hypocritical for politicians to criticize Nigerians and accuse them of being submissive while lounging in their big homes. Part of her statement reads, "What stops you from leading a protest? You hide with your family in fancy mansions and want citizens to protest for you to waltz your way into power," end quote. Nigerians flocked to social media to note their take on the response Aisha gave. Let's take some of those responses. Now, this is the tweet that she made that I want to read some of the reactions to. Moye says, "For the first time, I will disagree with you on this, man. These politicians are comfortable, but we, the citizens, are not. We need a protest more than they do." We'll take one more tweet on this. Abdullah says, "The hypocrisy of some politicians is mind-boggling. You're right. It's easy to criticize from the comfort of one's home while expecting others to take risks. If they truly care about the issues, why not lead the charge themselves?" What do you think, Emmanuel?
Interesting times are here at the Bankel.
Yes.
You know, politicians are jostling to come into power come 2027. So you will see reactions and counter reactions about this or that. The ruling party is not doing well. What will they do when they get into power? Some of these politicians have been in power. What do they do? So these are questions, and for you criticizing the ruling party at the moment, it's all about politics. Now, can you be in politics and also serve God wholeheartedly? Yes, we have some Christians, we have some Muslim faithful who are doing things well, even in politics. Well, that's how far we can go on the program this morning. It's been an interesting time at the Bankel. And let's tell you the views and reactions of our resource persons at the end, and our book.
El-Rufai don dismantle Tinubu's government with now bob share attacks. He no use small words, so a lot of basketballs. Now I want to share with you for this class. My work for years now to amplify, to put fire. Those in those days, when we small, where to put the fight. Hey. That's what I want to do for you. So we could start. The first one, he said, "I helped install this evil without knowing. Now I must help remove it." He said, "Now evil be this." So he said he assisted in installing it. This government, he said, he used the hand install am. One of the people where install am. Say now to remove the evil. Say na mistake. Say you don't know. Watch the video.
I just feel that having contributed to bringing about this tragedy to Nigeria by contributing to the emergence of Bola Tinubu as president, I should contribute in my last lap, okay? Because I'm 65, I should be retiring. In my last lap, let me contribute towards removing this evil that I believe will destroy Nigeria if left unchecked.
You don't say so. Another one. He talks say Tinubu's cabinet is totally incompetent. Say people who select, when they work with him, he said he's highly disappointed. Say the only thing where he believe say Tinubu go get rightly comparing with what he do for Lagos, now to get the right cabinet. See what he do.
Look, the one thing I was almost confident President Tinubu would do would be to have a competent team, solid people. Look at his cabinet. It's a joke. The largest cabinet in Nigeria's history. Maybe there are 5 ministers that can be called ministers in the time I was minister, which was 20 years prior. Okay? Who is the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala in that cabinet? Who is the Obi Ezekwesili? You know, there is just no quality.
On his performance, he said miserable in every area. Miserable performance.
He's performed miserably. The economy has tanked. The security architecture has failed. There are no clear trade, industrial, and investment policies. Everything is going wrong. They are raising lots of revenues, but we don't know where the revenues are going because there are no results.
You don't hear that so? He thought say Tinubu refused to monitor governors, that is their spending after allocation, because of the war party agenda, because of party loyalty. Because of that, whether the governor they do anything, no, they don't do anything, no, go just close the eyes. See.
And the federal oversight is very weak because the president wants all the governors to be in APC.
He thought say make Tinubu fix the security issue. People they die anyhow. Make you know they shift blame to the governors. Say governors, they are not the chief security officers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Say Tinubu, now he dey charge of police, army, navy, air force. Say governors are just mouth. Say you are the chief security officer, whatever of the state. Say which one be that one? Say now Tinubu now they control all the security architecture. Say he no be the governor. Make it peace. I mean, you know, they push blame, they hide behind there. Say now governor's responsibility. Say no be like that thing. Watch out.
When he tries to say, oh, you know, governor, go and fix your security problem. No, the governor cannot fix security problems because defense, police, security is exclusively federal. As governors, we were chief security officers only in name. Okay, so don't outsource security to the states. Fix it.
It was a Tinubu security record in 2 years is worse than Buhari's 8 years security record. Say this one, say see people just they die anyhow. Say within just 2 years, 2 years old. Say the record there. Say Buhari 8 years. Even somewhere here. Say Tinubu 2 years. The performance has blank.
In 2024, over 2.2 million Nigerians were abducted. 615,000 were killed. Is Nigeria at war? These numbers are worse than the 8 years of Buhari in 1 year. This is from this is data from Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. So it's government data. I'm not quoting something out of the air.
It does say they monitor since for the past 15 months. Say this government they deduct 100 billion naira come up from federal account, come transfer them to security agencies without appropriation. Say normally to touch that account, National Assembly suppose sign. State assemblies say not be only federal. They suppose also what? Put their pen. Say now only federal. They will just come out and give security agents. Say what did they use to say that alone? That impeachable offense they suppose impeach Bola Tinubu for that type of heart. Say why they say upon all this deduction? Not did they work. People say they die. I beg make you listen to her and I me talk and me talk.
And you know, Charles, for the last 12 months or up to 18 months, every month 100 billion naira is deducted from the Federation account and sent to the security agencies. Why is there no improvement? For that 100 billion that goes out every month from Federation account without appropriation by the National Assembly, by the way, without appropriation by the state assemblies, because part of the money belongs to the states. So each state assembly is supposed to appropriate that part. So the entire deduction and expenditure is unconstitutional. It's an impeachable offense, but it has been going on for more than 15 months from the last time I checked. So where has that 1.5 trillion gone? What is it being used for? Why is the security situation just getting worse? Why is the government asking communities to protect themselves?
He doesn't and God save them. When you don't join this government, say and God save them. He said, thank you for saving me. Thank you, my Lord. Thank you for saving me. He said, God save them. I wish he's one of them. How you go think they explain himself? Say now, you don't need to explain himself again. Listen.
God saved me. I'm a very lucky person. I think God saved me from the embarrassment of having to explain to be part of this disaster.
They call Hassan. It's not too early to criticize this man. Say no. Say Tinubu criticize others. Criticize Jonathan. Criticize them well. Say if he talk they go show where in the criticize others that time when no dey power. Say it is necessary to criticize him. Look at it.
Yeah. I mean, is it fair to assess him based on 2 years?
Of course, it is fair to assess him. He has assessed others based on 1 year. He has assessed others in the past. You see, the beauty of the 21st century is there is an audit trail of what you have said or done. When Jonathan was president and Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu tweets then, as far as security is concerned, the buck stops at the president's desk. You bring that out to him and show him when he tries to say, oh, you know, governor, go and fix your security problem. No.
El-Rufai, now your friend before. Now your friend, oh. Remember saying now your friend, oh. He said not be a friend. Say no like him before. Say because he now Buhari's boy.
Bola Tinubu was never someone I was close to, even in the party, because in the party I was a Buhari boy. Bola has his boys, Buhari had his boys. We are Buharists. No apologies. So Bola Tinubu never really liked me. We never really got along.
Some people don't say he just dey talk because they don't give an appointment. He say he no seek for any appointment too. He no seek for anyone. Say na Tinubu use him now beg am. Say something wey be say he no come beg am say abeg give me appointment. Na he give he come just respect and pause his ambition to go for PhD. He come just pause everything. Say he never sought for anything. Say he thank God say watch out before we come out.
Tinubu begged me publicly. The videos are there to serve in his cabinet. He requested me to change my personal life plans. Okay, so those that I say is because he dropped me. How can I be unhappy about something that I never sought, it was actually an imposition on me? I had to change my plans. I had to put my PhD on hold. I had to do many things because of his request. So it has not happened. It has not happened. I'm grateful to God that it has not happened, because I don't have to explain to Nigerians why electricity is this way, the economy is going this way, the exchange rate is going that way, and so on. I don't have to explain that.
Right. You don't hear us so? The other way made 2027 we just reach, or 2026. Make we analyze. They put fire. They amplify with it. They fire themselves.
Duk da addini da aka yi amfani da shi, Allah ya ba Asiwaju nasara. Abinda muka samu muka yi a Kaduna yanzu an yi shi a ƙasa gaba daya. Babu wani makaryaci da zai zo ya ce zai fito ya ce shi zai yi siyasa na Kiristanci ya ci zaɓe. Peter Obi ya yi ga inda yake. An yi maganin wannan, dole suka yi shiru. Tun da Asiwaju ya ci zaɓe kan sit. To da haka ne za a samu zaman lafiya a ƙasar nan. To shi ma kaga ya aka sake aka ƙara sai komi sai ya wallahi abinda muka yi kenan, kuma ni da wasu daga cikin mu a ganin mu mun gama aikin. Asiwaju ya ci zaɓe mun gama aiki duk da addini.
Okay, so thank God there is interpretation, but let me give you a summary as to what El-Rufai said in that video. He said it is because of religion that they use, and they made Asiwaju Bola Ahmed to win 2023 election, and it is that same religion that they used in Kaduna State to win the election for governorship. And if not because of Muslim and Muslim tickets, that there's no Christian that can become the president. As a matter of fact, Peter Obi tried it and he didn't succeed. That since they won with the Muslim and Muslim ticket, that even Christian Association of Nigeria could not open their mouth to say "Bim." Do you understand? That they use Muslim. So if no Muslim and Muslim, that they will never come for a Christian. That's number one. Let me play another video.
Peter Obi cannot win the election. He doesn't have the number of states. He doesn't have 25% in more than, the last time we checked, in more than 16 states. He can't go anywhere. Peter Obi is a Nollywood actor, and that's all he will be.
You heard him again, calling Peter Obi a Nollywood actor, like a film character. So he sees Peter Obi as a joke. So to think that this same man will come, he will hold Peter Obi by the hand, they'll come, they'll go meet themselves for one place that they call ADC, so that they will now join together and fight President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You should know the kind of person this man is. I don't have a problem. I know everybody is saying anywhere where Obi go, now there they go day. If they say they won't join Obi, they really like Obi, they go join them for Labour Party. All of them for carry themselves, okay, let's be in Labour Party. Since Labour Party tried the last time and they got a unit, they got a board, people voted them. Do you understand? Let's just all sit down there. But they have to go and form another one because they don't really want to be parts of a particular tribe. They see Labour Party as a Christian party. They see Labour Party as an Igbo party. They don't see Labour Party as a party. They see religion and tribe. So they will not want to associate themselves with that. They decided to say, oh, let's follow a coalition and let's go and use ADC, because ADC does not have a Christian or an Igbo structure. So these tribal and religious bigots can't join them now, can't talk, say, okay, yes, now they won't form ADC and they won't collect power. Again, I asked, I said, what is the interest and why did El-Rufai stop supporting Tinubu, somebody where they carry for a head? Because of what? His interest was not factored into the APC. Whatever business they had did not go well. Not because this guy wants to help. My own major problem is even El-Rufai. Not be because of say this guy man sits in Nigeria and I can't tell where he won't help. No. Again, this issue of the camping.
A lot of them, 9 minutes for this ADC, a lot of them, they go leave this party when they get highest bidder, go another party. Then even if they now go to another party and fight against ADC, if they now lose, they will still now come back to the ADC. Some of them for that place still don't know that to Tinubu. A lot of you just don't know it yet. So unless, and again, I still highlighted the issue of what is her name? INEC. Who get INEC? Who gets INEC? Now don't rush now. Now don't they jump, all of them don't they jump. I did watch interview of the person will be vice president to Peter Obi for Labour Party for 2023 election. That's Baba Ahmed when they talk his own. You see, say the party said they never really did together. But that's by the way. I just make my point so that I'm not going to understand. Nobody is against the ADC, but who are the people in the ADC? And what has been their contribution to the growth of the country? Is it the contribution to the growth of the country or personal contribution for their own self and for their own children? If not, we will all keep on going in circles. All of them are the same. Stop the campaign, put a law on the campaign that you cannot move from one party to another unless after 8 or 10 years. And watch the way politicians will start working well. Nobody go on lose. All of them will start to do work. One politician, okay, they PDP. Everybody will say, okay, they PDP work, or they do it, or they do it. APC will do it. At least they won't show project, so that Nigerians will have a reason to come for them. Anyways, if you talk now, they'll say, okay, APC don't pay you, because that's the only thing people can say about video. Oh, he's an APC mo. He works with APC. They have sponsored it. That's really, come on, use your head to think. I'm not like you. I think. I mean, that's not VDN, man. I think.
Okay, Rufai, I can't remember when you and I had a conversation where I said to you that I wanted to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The position I've always made public to everyone is that at every given point we have one president, we have one nation, and patriotism demands that we do everything to strengthen democratic structures and support our country so our country does not fail. So that's where the issue of any issue of supporting the government of the day or supporting our country to work. But I cannot remember ever saying I'm supporting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I am in the opposition. I believe that the job of opposition is to not only oppose but to propose. So in ADC, our brand of opposition is entirely different. Now, as to what I want, it's very, very simple. Like you said, you acknowledge that Nwosu's tenure lapsed on the 21st of August in 2022. So on what basis are we having conversations with Nwosu? Secondly, if there is a coalition as far as I'm concerned cannot be a coalition of strange bedfellows. What's the ideology of the coalition? Hatred for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? I can't be part of a coalition that has no ideology beyond hating Bola Ahmed Tinubu or just trying to procure power. That's not my idea of politics. That's not why I'm in politics. As far as I'm concerned, the Nigerian people are my #1 constituency. Is solving the problem of Nigeria and Nigerians. We have 80% of our population that are poor people, and the people yesterday who unveiled themselves are the reason why we are where we are today. And it beggars belief to hear Bolaji say here today that they created the problem, they politicians, and they should be left to solve the problem. Do you know what we have suffered as a people? Because of the problems people have created, that you just so glibly say that, oh, you will solve the problems you created. The number of people who have died because of our poor healthcare infrastructure, because of our bad roads.
Okay, Dumebi, I heard your teachers yesterday. You're saying the same thing. I'm asking you today, what do you want? Do you want to cause trouble? You say you can't be in coalition. What do you want?
I just answered your question.
What do you want?
Rufai, please. I don't understand what you mean. You heard my theatrics yesterday. That's the main statement.
No, what do you mean by theatrics about the will of the people?
I came here this morning.
No, I heard your theatrics yesterday about the will of the people.
Can you withdraw Rufai, withdraw that language? That language is insulting.
No,
don't tell me I'm here for theatrics. Do you know what that means?
Which is your proposition to the people and all of that.
And I'm telling you, withdraw that language, Rufai.
With due respect,
Rufai, withdraw that language. I won't accept using that language. I'm not here for theatrics, Rufai.
Okay. No,
Rufai, I am not you. I don't come in front of TV too late.
Dumebi, I said theatrics, all right? Go ahead. I'm not saying theatrics. Maybe you didn't hear me properly. I said theatrics. Your proposition to the people. Go ahead, state what you want now. Do you want to cause problem with the ADC, or you want to stand instead for the Nigerian people? What do you want? I've just asked you a basic question. If you can't answer it, let me come to Mr. Bolaji. If you can answer what you want.
For ADC, what we are saying is that Nigeria is on the brink of collapse. and that these politicians have brought us to this point, and that if we have to do anything about Nigeria, about a new Nigeria, we need new faces, we need fresh ideas, we need fresh ideals. The people who burnt our house cannot say they are the fire brigade who put out the fire. Absolutely not. This is the same song they sang when President Buhari came in, and what happened? Our country went to the dogs, and they are coming with the same playbook again. Before President Jonathan, we saw sponsored terrorism, kidnappings, bombings everywhere, and the same thing is happening anymore again. So the government of the day looks bad, and then you just alter the dynamics of the political equation.
Mixed feelings about ADC coalition and the widespread propaganda. The emergence of the ADC coalition has been met with mixed feelings across Nigeria's political landscape, and understandably so. While the coalition was introduced as a potential turning point for opposition unity, many Nigerians are skeptical, citing familiar faces and the re-emergence of politicians tied to the same system that has failed them repeatedly. What complicates matters further is the widespread propaganda surrounding the coalition. Media headlines and political mouthpieces are painting the alliance as a game changer, but many on the ground aren't buying it. To them, it feels like a choreographed narrative to force public acceptance without addressing the core issues of trust, credibility, and integrity. The mixed reactions aren't just political, they're emotional. Nigerians are tired of manipulation, tired of recycled leadership, and tired of alliances that serve elite interests, while sidelining real agents of change like Peter Obi. The propaganda machine may try to spin this coalition as progress, but Nigerians know better. If it walks like the old system and talks like the old system, it's not new. In a country desperate for transformation, cosmetic coalitions won't cut it. Substance must trump structure, and truth must overcome propaganda. Until the ADC and any coalition for that matter proves it's not just a repackaged version of the past, the people's trust will remain out of reach.